up, guys? What's up? Hey, if you are a luxury short-term rental host and you are tired of relying solely on platforms like Airbnb, VRBO for all of your bookings, and you want to learn how to promote your property outside of Airbnb without you needing to show up on camera, film new content, record yourself, etc., every single day, listen up. I help hosts in the luxury space promote their properties outside of Airbnb without them needing to be on camera or constantly having to film new content every single day. Most luxury hosts already know that they should be doing something to promote their properties outside of Airbnb. But between managing guests, handling cleanings, coordinating maintenance, and literally doing everything it takes just to be an all-around awesome host, most of us don't have time to also become full-time marketers, content creators, or influencers, nor do we want to. But the good news is you don't have to do any of that to get your property noticed outside of Airbnb. This even works if you are managing properties remotely. I created a free training that shows you how to create a video ad for your property that'll actually get it noticed outside of Airbnb without you needing to be on camera, record yourself, or having to film new content every single day. It's fast, it's fun, it's super easy, and it can be done in under an hour. So if you want to learn how to promote your property outside of Airbnb without needing to be on camera or constantly having to film new content every single day, continue watching and I will show you how. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the training. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Caitlin, and I help luxury hosts promote their properties outside of Airbnb without them needing to record themselves, be on camera, or even having to film new content. I'm going to show you just how easy it is for you to create high quality video ads for your property, basically from your house. It's really simple. It's really easy. I think it's fun. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the training. I hope you guys enjoy, I hope you enjoy it. That's basically all I have to say. So for those of you who are wondering, how do we do this? Like, how is this even possible? So we're going to leverage AI tools. So what we're going to do, and I will do a quick screen share to show you just the breakdown of the process and what we're going to cover today. Because I know you're probably like, oh, like, how are you making content without actually filming yourselves, being at your property, recording every day, etc. And we do it by using AI because AI is awesome. But yeah. So do a quick screen share and I will show you exactly what I'm talking about. And then you guys will be like, okay, that makes sense. Let me share my screen real quick, pull up our lesson plan for today, and then we'll start creating. So what I'm going to do, or what I'm going to show you how to do, is create an AI clone, an AI digital clone of yourself. Once we have the digital clone, I'll show you how to put that clone into your property. Here I wrote scene, but really just inserting it into your property using just a photo of your property, which as a host you already have. We're just going to take those photos that you already have. Again, we're not recording new content. We're not filming content. We're not making content, like physically making content. You can do this all by sitting at home at your desk. So we're going to take the AI clone, we're going to insert it into our property, and then have our clone of ourselves talking about our property to promote it and market it outside of Airbnb. The tools that we're going to use, I mentioned ChatGPT. Sorry, I'm using Google Wiz to create our digital AI clone, and then inserting our clone into our property, so into our scene, and then Google Flow to animate the scenes and actually make the videos. And then I use CapCut for editing. You can use any sort of video editing software. You can actually edit videos in Flow. So you can literally do this with 3 simple tools. But yeah, that's the process broken down. Let's get started. So this is the property that I'm going to use for this training. This is a property that I currently have listed on Airbnb. As you can see here, the photos. It's a small studio apartment in a city. It attracts a lot of college students, working professionals. So this is the property I'm going to use. So the first step is we're going to create our script. So I have chat pulled up here. I'm going to use a temporary chat just to show you that you can do this in any sort of chat. I have my prompt already ready. I'm going to copy the script. I've already gone through and edited and changed it for this property specifically. I'm going to insert it into chat, and then I'm going to write generate. So let's see what kind of script it comes up with. I'm going to put some space. Actually, I'm going to put the prompt here. So I'm going to do, all right, so I'm going to do the script for, all right, perfect. So I have 3 simple scenes. So scene 1. So if you're here for a campus visit or an internship, I already know you're juggling 15 schedules and 3 different Google calendars. Same. Scene 2, yeah, that's real. Oh, look, it even gives me like scene cues. So even like it's even telling me, so I have it the prompt, I have in the prompt to like kind of give me like little visual cues, but you don't need to add that. You can just, use your own photos as the cues. But yeah, I have like little visual cues. I get it. Studying coffee shops so productive until special shakes kick in and your brain is like, Saul world peace or crime. I also have my chat, my prompt telling me to make it a little bit humorous and sarcastic. So if you're wondering why there's like random jokes in here, that's why. Okay. So this honestly, this is so I would probably go through and just kind of tweak this script slightly to make it sound like less generic and robotic-y. But for the purpose of this training, this script is actually this is good. I actually like it. So I'm gonna keep it as is. I hate the extra bolding. I'm just gonna put it here in the document so that I have it in one place. And I'm gonna go ahead now and we're gonna start working on the scenes and the visuals. Oh, shoot. All right. We don't need formatting. Okay. So the first thing I need to do, so this is my script. Again, pretty simple, pretty straightforward, 3 scenes. It even gave me a call to action. I'd probably use a different call to action. But yeah, we don't, I'll come back and check that out in a few. All right. So prompt, script. So yeah, let's go ahead. So the next step. So now we have our script. Check. So the next step, clone ourselves using AI. So I'm going to create my digital clone. And I'm going to do that by opening up Google Whisk, NetFlow. All right, here we are. So I'm going to create a digital clone of myself. All right, so the first thing I need to do to create a digital clone is I need to insert a photo of myself. So I took a selfie this morning in my car. Let me find it. Go to my photos, download the selfie. We don't need to see more of those. All right. Upload an image. All right, so upload selfie of myself. So I'm gonna prompt this. Have the girl standing in this courtyard. That's it. Super simple prompt. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Again, I'm in my winter coat. You know what? I'm actually going to upload. Actually, no. So I'm in my winter coat. All right. So I like this one. This one's okay. In the courtyard. I'm actually gonna kind of zoom out so we can see. Zoom out a bit. Make it winter. It's making me look weird, but that's okay. So I'm actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna just take this one, because this one looks most like me. Make it winter. Generate. Perfect. So this one I think is the best. These two are fine. So I'm honestly happy with that. So I'm just gonna save this one. I'm gonna download this. All right, perfect. All right. So this is the first scene, and so reviewing our steps here. So I made a digital clone of myself using AI, which you see here. And then I actually already inserted myself into a scene using a photo of my property. Well, of this case of the outside area for one of my scenes. So I'm gonna check that off. I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna review so this is scene 1. Again, remove this because I decided to put myself outside. So scene 1, and I'm just gonna put a little note here, outside. So that way we remember. So now let's make the second scene. Okay, I'm sorry. So I'm actually gonna have the second scene be outside because it's talking about coffee shops. And this is actually right in front of a coffee shop. You don't know the area, but I know the area. So there's a little coffee shop right here. So I'm actually gonna have this be my second scene. So hopefully that wasn't too confusing. But yeah, it's just I decided to switch up my scenes. So this one's gonna be an inside. So I'm gonna make the first scene now. So again, coming back to Whisk, clicking on using the same exact selfie, but now I'm going to choose a different photo of the inside of the apartment. This one that kind of shows like the whole space. And then the prompt I'm using, very simple, have the girl standing in this bedroom, referring to this bedroom. So I'm going to generate that. Oh, add a coffee, add Ruby fuel after this. All right, so I've been kind of running through different prompts, and it's kind of yeah. So normally I would go through and play around with different photos, different prompts until I had exactly what I wanted. But for the purpose of this training, I'm actually going to move ahead with what we have. So this one, so yeah, so I'm going to pick this one because I'm smiling. And then I'm also, as a backup in case, because when we go to animate it, I'm not sure how it'll turn out. I'm also going to download this one. So again, normally if I had more time, so if I was making this for like my property or for a client, I would actually, spend more time to make sure I'm getting the exact image that I want. But for the purpose of this training, I don't want to spend too much time trying to, find like the perfect image. I'd rather move on and show you how to actually create a video from this. All right, I am gonna make the last scene. This is actually, so this, all right, so I'm gonna make another scene here with my AI clone. I'm gonna use this outdoor space. So this one I actually pulled from the internet. So I have two photos from my actual listing, an outdoor space that's right next door to the apartment building, one of inside the property. Again, it's a studio, so I didn't want to, I could do more scenes inside, but it's gonna be pretty much the same because the apartment itself is just one room. But I also wanted, so then I'm doing a third scene actually outside. This is actually in front of a college campus. This is the college, because a lot of my travelers, a lot of the guests who stay here are college students, professors, or grad students. So this would relate to that niche, and to them. So when they see this, they would recognize the university because a lot of the guests who stay here are usually traveling, to visit the university, or they're studying there, or they're interning there, or they have students or friends or guests who also who go there. So this is relevant to my niche. I just want to emphasize that I'm picking the scene specifically because it's relevant to my niche. I wouldn't just pick like a random outdoor scene unless it related to it was relevant to what I was trying, the listing I was trying to promote. So using a similar prompt before, now have Caitlin standing in this courtyard. All right, perfect. I actually like both of these. I'm just gonna pick a random one. Oh, sorry. Okay, so make it again. It looks weird that I'm in a winter coat on a bright sunny day. So I'm just gonna, like the first photo, I'm just gonna make it winter because it is winter right now. Perfect. Let's see what this one comes up with. Okay. All right. I honestly, I like all of them. Let me see. I'll go with this one for now. I'll download this one. We'll see how it animates. If it looks really weird, I can always pick one of the others. But yeah, so now I have my 3 images. So let's go back to our list here. So the first thing we did was we created a script using ChatGPT. I had a prompt, I customized it to my property, details of my property, my guest avatar, etc. I created a simple 3-scene script. I created a clone of myself using AI. I inserted that clone into my property. So now the last thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna animate all the scenes, add in our script, and piece our video together. I'm gonna open up Google Flow. So let's go back to my script. All right, so we're gonna make the first scene. So I actually changed this again. I'm sorry. I keep flip-flopping, but again, outside and then inside. I keep flip-flopping. So I'm just gonna highlight this yellow because we're working on this right now. I'm gonna highlight the script. I'm gonna prompt it. Have the girl say. I'm gonna have the text here, getting rid of any sort of funny bum. Switch the settings, frames to videos. I'm gonna add in the photo that I want to animate under my download. So we just created those. So the first one will be me outside. Crop and save. These are my other videos I made. All right, and then I'm gonna generate it. Let's see what it comes up with. 37. I'm gonna take a quick break, come back, see what video has prompted. All right, I'm back. Let's see what was generated.
So if you're here for a campus visit or an internship, I already know you're juggling 15 schedules and 3 different Google calendars. Same. So if you're here for
All right.
So if you're here for a campus visit or an internship, I already know you're juggling 15 schedules and 3 different Google.
That one made me look super Asian.
So if you're here for a campus visit or an internship, I already know you're juggling 15 schedules and 3 different Google calendars. Same. So if you're here for a campus visit or an internship, I already know you're juggling 15 schedules and 3 different Google calendars. Same.
Okay, so I like this one the best because I feel like it looks the most like me. Yeah, because the other one, yeah, those other two made me look super, super Asian. I'm just gonna save that one. I'm gonna download it because I will be editing this. Sorry. I will be editing this in CapCut after. So let's move on to the second scene. Just to kind of reiterate, I hope you guys see how, like, it's literally just going one step at a time. This is super easy, super simple. I'm just gonna highlight this blue so that way I know that I'm done with this. All right, so that one's done. Let's work on this one. But yeah, this is like, again, it's just very, my bad. I'm gonna make this blue. Actually, I'm just gonna unhighlight it and I'm gonna highlight this one. This one actually makes more sense. To highlight this one, the one I'm not sure. All right, so we did that, and now all we're doing is we're piecing together the video. So I have the 3 scenes, I have my script, and now I'm just adding the text. So the next one, this is another outside scene. So I'm going back to Flow, I'm gonna upload my second photo, which is the first one we made. Again, I kind of jumped around a little bit. I'm gonna prompt it. Have the girl say. Having my text, getting rid of any weird formatting things. Bum, 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 bum. This might be a bit long. Oh, it didn't upload the photo. And then once all this is done, the last step that we're gonna do is just put all the different clips together. You can do it right here in Flow, or you could do it in a separate video editing software. I'm gonna do mine in CapCut, and I'll piece it together, and that way you can see the final video. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna let this generate. I'm gonna make the last scene, and I will show you what the final product or video looks like. So that way you can see everything that we created and kind of see how it comes together. So yeah, give me a few more moments. So let me finish generating these scenes. Ooh, let's see what we have. And yeah, that is it.
And I get it, studying in coffee shops feels productive until the espresso shakes kick in and your brain is like, solve world peace or cry. And I get it, studying in coffee shops feels productive until the espresso shakes kick in and your brain is like, solve world peace or cry.
I actually kind of like that one. It was very dramatic, but I kind of like that drama in it. Because again, we are using AI and part of like, using AI, like for me, like when I'm using AI, I like to make it super dramatic and obvious that I'm using AI. But that's also, just part of my personality and like kind of how I like to, incorporate AI into my marketing. But I kind of like that. But let's see the other ones that I came up with.
And I get it, studying in coffee shops feels productive until the espresso shakes kick in and your brain is like, solve world peace or cry. And I get it.
I kind of like how it laughs at the end. Let's see this one.
I get it, studying in coffee shops feels productive until the espresso shakes kick in and your brain is like, solve world peace or cry. And I get it, studying.
All right, so I'm gonna go with this one. All right, guys. All right, guys. All right, so now let's work on the last scene, which we have here. All right, so we have finished scene 2. All right, let me go through and start working on the 3rd scene. Let me copy the script, copy. Again, let's just go back. I've already uploaded my photo and I've already inserted my text. So I'm just gonna click generate and let's watch it work.
In here, it's just quiet. Fast internet, legit desk setup.
All right, that one makes me look like I'm cross-eyed.
In here, it's just quiet.
All right, let's see.
In here, it's just quiet. Fast internet, legit desk setup, no roommates practicing TikTok dances behind you. In here, it's just quiet.
All right, so I'm actually gonna recheck my prompt because it's making like a funny. Oh, it's there. It's just quiet. It's just. I'm actually gonna remove that second half of the script because it's only doing the, actually, I'm just gonna keep it. All right. So I'm gonna regenerate that because that little dot was making that weird, like, quiet. All right, so let's see what it comes up as. Okay, let's see what we have here. So just to not get confused, you can keep as many prompts as you want. I like to delete ones that I know I'm not going to use. Just again.
Here it's just quiet. Fast internet, legit desk setup, no roommates practicing TikTok dances behind you. People tell me they feel in here it's just quiet. Fast internet, legit desk setup. In here it's just quiet. Fast internet, legit desk setup, no roommates practicing TikTok dances behind you. People tell me they feel that feels. In here it's just quiet. In here it's just quiet. Fast internet, legit desk setup, no roommates practicing TikTok dances behind you. In here it's just.
I kind of like this one. All right, and if you notice the full script, she goes all the way up to like behind you, and then some of them she says like people feel the but then it kind of cuts out. So it just means, so that just tells me that I have to create another, regenerate and just make sure to add in that second half of the text. So I'm gonna regenerate that now and then delete the first part, is to keep the same prompt, have the girl say, and then just have the second half of that script. So I'm gonna generate that. While it's generating, oh, we didn't create a scene for like the final scene, so I'm actually gonna do one of the outside scenes again. So I'm gonna regenerate this. So I'm gonna just, again, you could create a 4th scene. We didn't, but so I'm just gonna use one of the other scenes that we have, just to kind of switch up switch up the flow a bit. So I'm also gonna, while this is generating, I'm gonna use that for, I kind of like this one. Or you know what, to kind of just close the story, let's just put it back in the first scene. So regenerating this. Adding in my script. With my call to action. I don't want to generate too much at the same time because I don't want to overload it. So, okay. So all right, so I'm going to generate my last scene now with my call to action. And I'm going to see what it comes up with.
In here, it's just quiet. Fast internet, legit desk setup, no roommates, practice.
I think this one's the best. So I'm going to download this one. And I've already downloaded this one. And now let's see what my last scene, the call to action, has.
If you need a calm little bunker to prep, study, or just not lose it head, and grab your dates before someone else does.
What was the serve? Okay.
If you need a calm little bunker to prep, study, or just not lose it, and grab your dates before someone else does.
Okay, this one's fine. I'm going to download this one. Okay, so now we have all of our scenes created of our script. So just to reiterate, we use ChatGPT to create a simple script to promote our property. Sorry, we used AI to make a digital clone of ourselves. So an AI clone of ourselves, we inserted ourselves into the different scenes using photos of our actual property that we pulled from our listing, and then added our digital clone to the scenes. Sorry, I just said that. My bad. And then we used Flow to animate the scenes and actually have our AI talk and say the script that we created. Now, so that's it. So now we have, we've gone through, we've created the scenes, we've actually made the video. And I'm going to show you just kind of as to finish everything up, I'm going to show you how to edit everything using, I like to use CapCut for my editing software. You can use whatever editing software you want. I've already uploaded 2 of my clips into CapCut. I am going to import the other 2. All right. Drop in my last scene.
So if you're here for a campus visit.
All right, so let's just play it from the beginning, see what we have, and then I'll do some quick edits. But yeah.
So if you're here for a campus visit or an internship, I already know you're juggling 15 schedules and 3.
My bad, this is actually the. Wait, what just happened? All right, perfect. Oh, perfect. So I'm going to go through, edit this really quickly. I'm just going to zoom through this really fast. Yeah, and then I'll show you what it looks like at the end. So give me just a couple minutes. I'm just going to go through, cut out some of the dead space, fix the formatting a little bit, cut out the repeats, and then we'll watch it again, and then that'll be it. All right, guys, I did just some really quick, really super fast editing, nothing fancy. But yeah, let's just run through it. Again, I got rid of some of the repeated words, a little bit of the dead space. Again, nothing crazy. It literally took me not even 5 minutes. I edited this in like 2 or 3 minutes. If I was making this for a client or if I was making this for my own property, I would spend a little bit more time, editing it, maybe adding a little bit of music. But yeah, I didn't want to spend too much time doing this. So yeah, let's just see kind of what the final video looks like.
So if you're here for a campus visit or an internship, I already know you're juggling 15 schedules and 3 different Google calendars. Same. And I get it, studying in coffee shops feels productive until the espresso shakes kick in and your brain is like, solve world peace or cry. In here, it's just quiet. Fast internet, legit desk setup, no roommates practicing TikTok dances behind you. People tell me they feel the as soon as they drop their bag. Like instant focus mode unlocked. If you need a calm little bunker to prep, study, or just not lose it and grab your dates before someone else does.
All right. Yeah, so there's still a couple areas that are a bit choppy. So that I would probably go through and just fix up a little bit. But for overall though, the ad, this is this is a pretty good video. You know, it's very high quality. It's myself. I'm talking about my property, promoting it. We did this, you know, rather quickly, just sitting at my desk in my house using existing photos that I already have of my property and a couple that I found online of just like the overall area. So you see how easy it is to create just one video using AI, by digitally cloning yourself, putting yourself at your property, speaking about your property, talking about your property, promoting your property. You just basically showing up and being present and being online and just getting your property, your luxury brand notice outside of Airbnb. So yeah, that's the training. If you enjoyed this, sorry, let me go out of here. Let me stop my screen share. Yeah, that's the training, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. I'm sorry that I jumped around a bit, kind of, you know, was changing my mind and my thoughts like mid creation, which happens a lot as I'm going through and I'm in the zone. But hopefully it was, I didn't confuse you guys too much. Again, the process is very simple. It's very easy. Step one is, you know, creating a script. Step two is creating an AI or digital clone of yourself, and then inserting your AI clone into different scenes or into your property, different scenes or into your actual property using photos of your property that you already have that you can pull from your listing. That's what we did here. Pull from your Airbnb listing, your VRBO listing. If you are a luxury host who is listing on multiple platforms, you probably already have professional photos. So you can literally just use those photos and insert yourself into your property, and just talk about your property and show guests about your property, promote it, etc. Really, the skies are the limits. It's really, you know, you can be as creative as you want to with this. You can be, you know, you can make simple videos. Something you show like, hey, like, you know, come stay with me. You know, we offer this, blah, 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 blah. But as you can see, like, it's very easy just to create custom videos that are high quality of yourself promoting your own property that you can post on social media, on your booking website, basically anywhere. And you can get a lot of attention for your property and kind of build your brand outside of OTA platforms like Airbnb. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the training. If you like this video and you want to learn how to create more videos like this for your property, I've included a link down below to my direct booking playbook that shows you how to build an entire ad campaign for your short-term rental property using these AI tools and following this simple 4-step process. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, let me know. Leave me a message, shoot me a text. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you around in more of them. Have a great day.